I think most of the people in the business, I think most of us as agents have done that. And I know I do when we take pictures. I'm in there.
Oh, yeah, you're in there telling them.
Putting stuff away, moving stuff around.
You know, you're giving them all this advice.
But the education.
With the landscaping, they said it can raise the value as much as 20%.
Wow.
And that there's a scale, and excellent landscaping gives you 5% more than good landscaping. So that's kind of interesting.
I think that's a great point. And I think, for myself, I think if we look within ourselves, when we look at houses, even as a buyer, and my feeling has always been, I tell my buyers, I want you to look at as many houses as you possibly can, and I give them my cards. I said, if you want to go out on Sunday, you know, this is my card. Look at anything you like in any price range you like. Go into houses that are attractive to you.
Right.
Look to see what they've done, and look to see what they offer for that price, so that when you buy your house, no one, including myself, is going to have to tell you what to do. You're going to know if it's a value or not a value. You're going to know if it's going to work for you or not work for you. And the same with sellers. Get out there, as you said, look at the competition. Go in there, see what looks welcoming. I don't want to walk into a house that's got a dirt front. Oh, there's a car in the front yard, for gosh sakes,
right.
You know, and garbage and toys and old broken plants and pots. Get them out of there.
Well, they also say that upgrading, if you're remodeling your kitchen or you're adding a bath, as long as you don't spend more than $25,000, you will get 102% of your money back at the sale in California. In other states, it's only maybe 85%.
I believe that.
Those are great statistics.
And you know, it's funny too, because I was watching a television show the other day, and they were interviewing happily married couples to see what's the most important thing in your relationship, and it was having separate baths. So if you have a one-bathroom house, you might say, well, gee, it's worth putting in that extra bathroom.
It is, definitely.
A better relationship, and I'll be able to get my money back at the sale.
And if you have a teenager, it is not only a nice thing, it's a necessity. But I think that the kitchen, the master bedroom, the family room, the closet, and the master bath are what my buyers are looking for. And given, you know, all of the new...
I think the visual is more important to buyers. I don't think if you do non-visual things, I don't think you really get the kind of bang for your buck as far as making, you know, putting in the French doors, making it light and bright, and a buyer goes in and goes, because it's an emotional decision. It's like, I must buy it. You know?
My old manager said,
Wow.
our former manager said, you know, people are looking for the wow factor.
That's right, in everything.
Walk in the house and they go, wow, and you know, they get emotionally attached to the house, and so I think the wow, they're looking for the wow factor.
And I think when you do additions, it should always match the style of what you already have in the house. You don't want it to look disjointed.
You don't want a helicopter addition?
No.
That's what I always call those.
Get a permit for it, because a lot of buyers are a little bit nervous about not buying something with a permit, and it's just worth your while in the long run.
Well, you know, I don't think there's a house that exists that has everything permitted. I'm really serious.
I'm talking about additions, room additions, a room addition for a bath. I'm not talking for, you know,
just regular permits.
Yeah, I'm not talking. If you're adding a bathroom or adding a family room.
Yeah, a major room, definitely.
Definitely get a permit, because I think in the long run you're going to get more interested buyers. If you're at some point down the road, you're going to sell the house.
Plus, you can't include it in the square footage,
No.
so it won't, you know, won't
And
be
it will
part of the
come out.
appraisal. So, yeah,
it will come out in the inspection, and hopefully the agents are helping the buyer look at permits so that they know.
But that's actually a good tactic that my buyers use, because I work a lot with regular people who I kind of turn into investors, and they make a lot of money that way. And we look for places that have unpermitted rooms, but that look to be to code. And we get someone to come in during the inspection, and someone who knows, and says, oh yeah, we can get this permitted. Well, all of a sudden you've got instant equity. You buy the property, after the close you get the room permitted, you can stick it back on the market for a higher price, and the room is already there.
Well, you have more square footage.
That's
Great strategy.
Good. But you know, once again, you have to have a sophisticated buyer who's willing to do that. It's like anything else. You have different kinds of things for different buyers. And I think that the thing that we as agents really need to be in touch with is, who is our buyer? What is going to serve them the best? And teach them that you buy for two. You buy for yourself and you buy for the next person. Because that really is where it is. Because no one knows if they're going to stay in a house 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So this house may be something out of your fantasy because it's a tube that's 2 stories high. But is it going to appeal to the majority of the people? No. Then you're going to have a tough time.
You know, I think, and this is just my personal thing, and I might be wrong, but I really feel traditional style houses sell the best, and I think it might be because we don't have very many of those here. And you go back east and you see everything is a traditional style, and I think there are a lot of buyers who come here and go, oh, I just want, something that looks like a New England Cape Cod, or, know. And so when you have a house that has that feel, even if it was originally a ranch, but you kind of have that feel to the house, I think it's an easier sell.
I think charm.
Charm.
And I mean,
character and charm.
I'm a traditional person. I like traditional things, but I have to tell you that if I see a beautiful contemporary house and it has the warmth, which certainly a contemporary can have, you can warm it up with floors or cabinetry so that it's not really cold, I can really respect that. And now we're having a huge resurgence of the mid-century. We used to call them old, and now they're mid-century. But in any case, I see, that's a real trendy house at the moment, the retro look. The things that I had when I was growing up are now in fashion, and I don't have any to sell, which is a shame.
So thank you. That was excellent, wonderful comments, and I want to thank everybody for watching Real Estate in Review, and I hope you got some wonderful insights and some valuable information today. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.